The value in this video is nothing but exceptional. I promise. It's taken me hours and hours to actually make this video, and I'm giving it away for completely free. In this video, I'm going to be going over my exact service delivery guide. It's a complete A to Z guide on how to deliver an amazing service for your clients. And a back-end process is the most important part when running an agency, and if you mess it up, then there's not much hope for you. A lot of beginners have terrible service delivery, and I promise if you watch to the end of the video, you are not going to have any more worries about whether or not you can actually deliver on a good service. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Everything you could ever need to know about delivering an amazing service and being able to retain clients for months and months and keep them as happy as possible with the results comes down to this video. We're going to be going through absolutely everything. From how to send legal contracts, to automating the onboarding process, building a great relationship plus communication, how to actually communicate with your clients in a professional manner, GoHighLevel complete overview, creating new sub-accounts, setting up workflows, database reactivation, building an AI assistant bot in GoHighLevel, building an AI automation bot on Botpress, how to join my new community plus me helping you with service delivery, so you never have to worry about whether or not you can deliver on what you say you can deliver after this video. This has to be, and it is my most valuable video yet. So I please encourage you to watch this if you do worry about service delivery and you don't, or you have some flaws. This is going to eliminate that, I promise. So let's get into it. Now, let me make myself smaller so you can actually see what's on the thing. But contract template plus actually sending the contract. So inside the free Discord, we have templates, so you can just, copy and paste it essentially and make your own, twist to it. But essentially what a contract should look like as it loads: name of agency and service. For example, this is just a contract for an AI automation service. You can do whatever you want. Here we have scope of services, payment, term and renewal, guarantee, terms of guarantee. So what the client needs to do to be eligible for the guarantee, and you basically just insert really simply what we have, whether it's in the free Discord, so join that, it'll be in the description and you can just copy and paste essentially. Next, how to actually send the contract. So this is a question I get asked loads is, Charlie, how do you send the contract electronically? Now what we use is DocuSign. This is what I found to be the cheapest and just the easiest and simplistic way of sending contracts. If we click on it to see what it looks like, it's basically just a, and to be honest, it's not just UK, this is worldwide. And yeah, you can send contracts electronically, really cheap. That's how essentially you do it. And all resources in the free Discord. So how to automate the onboarding process. Now there's 3 components when it comes to onboarding and my onboarding SOP and my systems. The first one is a welcome email plus a next step. For example, if we go to what a welcome email should look like, here we have 2 onboarding email templates. Now, this is pretty standard, so subject, onboarding, next steps, and it's important to give your clients the next steps to keep them occupied while you're working on setting up the service. So thank you for choosing insert your agency name. Once again, we've basically created templates for you available in the free Discord, so you don't have to write this out and you can make it as easy as possible. And we've got 2 ones, so you can choose what you want to go through. I'm not going to spend too much time going over this. If you want to pause it and read it, you can do that. But essentially, these are the onboarding email templates that I use and have used in the past. So let's go back now and see what a Google form would look like. Here's an example of a Google form. Now, this is just my program's onboarding form, but once again, I've got another agency one. This is just an example. You would have the questions. Now, when it comes to onboarding and what questions to use in your onboarding form, it's the data that you need to extract from them. For example, if you need any account logins for their Instagram, for their website, this would be the place to do it, so you don't have to ask them time and time again. This is an all-in-one sort of way of extracting any information you need from your clients. And what I recommend doing is, obviously I have a few questions, but what I want you to do is put your starter or your kickoff call, which is the next step, in this onboarding form. And what this allows you to do is to sort of have a simple process, so that you don't have to send them another kickoff or onboarding call. You can just have it in here where they click on it and they can schedule a call. So that's really simple. And for the kickoff call, what you go over is essentially your plan for week 1 and week 2. Nothing too complicated. Give them confidence, assure them that you've already started on setting up the automations or whatever service you provide. And typically the onboarding call, or I call it a kickoff call to switch it up, but that would be 24 hours after the invoice has been paid. So as soon as the invoice has been paid via Stripe or PayPal or Wise or whatever payment processor you use, you'll send them a welcome email. Next step, Google form, and then in the Google form, you'll have the kickoff starter call link that they can schedule. Now, how can we automate this entire process? So one way of automating it, if you are lazy and you don't want to do it, because let's be honest, it's not much work. We've got templates. You just need to send them a welcome email, a Google form, and a kickoff call. But let's say you don't want to do that. There is a way, and you're essentially going to have to create a funnel or a landing page where they can fill out their, their first name, last name, their credit card info, and essentially any other information they need. Just like Stripe, if you have ever sent a Stripe invoice, it would be exact same, but it would be your own sort of page, and then you can create a trigger for when the payment goes through. Then it can send all 3 of these things. That's sort of the only way you can automate it if you don't want to. But to be honest, if you're just starting and you're only getting a few clients, then there's not much need to spend time building that. You can essentially just send them a welcome email, Google form, and a kickoff call. Obviously, as you scale and you're getting multiple clients a week, then it's something to look into. And that's how you do it. You can create it using GoHighLevel or another, web sort of page. It doesn't really matter what, but that's how you do it. You'd create a trigger. But yeah, enough with that. So how to build a great relationship with your client. Now, the ability to deal with people is as purchasable as a commodity as sugar or coffee, and I will pay more for that ability than any other under the sun. That was a quote by John D. Rockefeller. If you haven't read the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, it's a great book. I recommend it. And that's essentially a quote by John. Now, it's true. Dealing with people is insanely important. And it's not just about the results you get with clients, it's also about the communication and your relationship with that client. I've had it in the past where I've delivered amazing results for my clients, got them a positive 2 times, 3 times return on investment from what they paid me, and they still ditched me essentially. And I believe that came down to me not building a relationship and me not giving them good communication, because that when I was first starting out my agency over a year and a half ago. From then, I've learned that communication is a great skill within itself, and what I recommend is Slack or Gmail. I don't recommend using WhatsApp or SMS or Instagram. I know I do that for some of my clients in the agency start program, but that's only because they're younger and it's just easier essentially. But if you're working with, for example, I work with online fitness coaches for my main agency, in which I do appointment setting and automations. I use Slack and Gmail because it's more professional, and it's just better. It just looks better essentially. So now let's get into the GoHighLevel overview. Everything you could ever need about GoHighLevel is in this video right here, right now. So buckle up, let's get into it. Now, essentially when I've created a brand new GoHighLevel, by the way, because I don't want to leak any of my clients' info. So I've literally created a new one, $97 a month, for you guys. So yeah, if you need GoHighLevel, then there'll be a link in the description. And I'm actually, essentially what I'm doing right is you can get 14 days completely free. And more than that, if you use my link in the description, you can also message me on Instagram and get my personal one-to-one coaching via Instagram. So I'm actually going to be helping you with service delivery. If you use my 14-day free trial link and sign up via that, just send me a message on Instagram saying you've done that, and I can help you with service delivery or send voice notes back and forth, and you can essentially work with me. Now, besides that, how do we actually do GoHighLevel? So when you sign a client, you're going to create a sub account. Now, Charlie, what is a sub account? When you look at it, essentially it looks like this. This is where it'll be. So you have all your accounts here, and there should be an option for agency view here, which means that that's essentially a different way of seeing it. But then you'll also have sub accounts. For example, I've just created a new one called Daniel, and this is how it would be. So for example, you click on it and this is how it would look. So a launchpad, this is essentially where you can connect all your other sort of things. For example, Stripe, a payment processor, you can connect that to GoHighLevel. WordPress, connect that to GoHighLevel. Facebook, it's essentially a CRM, a customer relationship management, and it allows you to manage all your leads, all your back-end things for service delivery all in one place. It's by far the best CRM on the entire sort of market right now. There's a reason everyone uses it for agency owners. And yeah, it's amazing. I use it myself, obviously. Now, a dashboard, this is where you can manage your opportunities, pipeline value, and conversion rate for your clients. So yeah, metrics and all that good stuff. Conversations, this is where you can manage your leads. So once you have a few clients or even just one client, managing the leads is going to be an absolute mess unless you have something like this. So for example, let's say you do Facebook, Messenger or SMS. This is where you can manage it, and you can actually create trigger links up here as well. But yeah, it's really convenient and it's all in one spot, which is what I like. So instead of having many different sort of, softwares to manage your service delivery or CRM, this is an all-in-one sort of way of doing it. Calendar, this is where you can connect your calendar, your client's calendar in the sub account. So for example, you'd go here, if it loads, you'd click my calendar. Go here essentially, and you would create a calendar. So if you don't have one, new calendar, you can use, I recommend simple calendar, click it, and essentially calendar name, you can call it what you want. So instead of, once again, you can use this instead of Calendly. You can literally use this instead of Calendly or Acuity Scheduling or whatever scheduling software you use. You can use this instead. And essentially custom URL, I know a lot of people get confused about this. It's essentially the end part of your Calendly. So yeah, that's what that is. Next, let's go back. Contacts. This is where you can upload essentially, yeah, the contacts, the leads, just anything you need here in terms of contacts. Opportunities, similar to that, pipelines. So managing your leads and having a solid pipeline for your clients is very important, and you can create a new one here. Now, obviously there's payments, so invoices and stuff, but next let's get to marketing. So that is just Facebook, Instagram, Gmail, LinkedIn, Twitter. You can connect it so you can manage your social media in one place. Very convenient. But here's the part you've all been waiting for. Well, maybe not all of you, but we've got a lot to go through here in terms of actual workflow. So this is actually how you set up the automation. Like, this is going to be insanely detailed. I'm not going to make this edited, so it's going to be easy for you to understand. And I'm going to walk you through it, like, step by step, every single detail you could ever know. And it doesn't really matter what service or niche you're in, it's going to be applicable for everything. So let me just see what I said I wanted to do first. So yeah, setting up workflows, you can go high level. Here we are. So if we go back here, right, let's just look at a standard appointment booking sort of workflow, you could say. So what we have here is essentially a workflow trigger. So if we click on it, we can see that we get a bunch of different things. So it could be, for example, like form submitted. So whenever someone submits a form for your client, they get added to this automation. It could be a bunch of things. It could be, yeah, Facebook lead form submitted. It could be an order placed, order fulfilled, TikTok form submitted. So user login. It could be literally anything, and it creates a trigger, right? And that trigger will, for example, do this. So, hey, first name. This would use your client's leads, first name. Thanks for taking advantage of our offer. The next step is to book a quick consultation call. Is now a good time to get you booked in. User and then location name here. That would be like the Google Meets or the Zoom or whatever. But essentially, this is a basic overview of what it would look like. And in a minute, I'm going to actually go over an AI appointment booking chatbot in depth as well. So that's crazy. You can obviously do a wait for response. So yeah, I'll essentially go over how you actually do this in a minute. But wait for response, contact replies. So when the person replies, you can put So send appointment prompt 1 day after. It can change it to days, hours, minutes, whatever you want. And then you've got yes, no. So did they reply? This is a condition. Now, how do you get a condition? You go here, you click if or else, click it, and you'll get a branch. So you can do if customer replied, put equals true. Go here, go contact replied, go to that one, and then click true, and then add a branch and do the exact same thing, but make it false. And then obviously change this to go to contact replied, false, and click save action. I'm not going to save it because I've already done it. And then intent positive. So was it a positive reply? And if so, it will send a calendar link. If no, it will send an internal notification to you actually. So, and then if they didn't respond, it's gonna, day 2, it's just gonna send a reminder SMS, basically bumping them back up to this spot. And then if they reply, was it a positive reply or a negative reply? So it's actually using AI to see if it was positive or negative, which is awesome. And what we're gonna go over next is insane. So yeah, once again, this can be used for any niche. So next, let's talk about an AI appointment setting bot. How does this work? And I'm going to go over absolutely everything now. So once again, at the top, we've got an add new workflow trigger. Once again, this could be anything. It could be, customer booked an appointment. It could be, form submitted. Typically, it is like lead forms, if you're running ads or whatever, or if you're just doing AI appointment setting chatbot, you can literally set this up for anyone and any niche. And for this example, I've actually gone with an e-commerce like clothing brand to show you how this works. So the first thing we're going to do is use ChatGPT to send a prompt to ChatGPT AI and get a response. So how do you do that? You go here, you're going to click ChatGPT, you're going to insert a prompt. Now, what does this mean? You're telling ChatGPT what you want. So, for example, if we click on this one, what we've said is you are an appointment setter for an e-commerce brand. Your goal is to create a short, casual, and humorous message to leads who sign up to the launch and get them interested in the upcoming drop. Let's say you're a clothing brand or whatever, and you've got an upcoming drop. This is how you can actually get an AI appointment setting bot to get people like ready for the drop, or when the drop is dropped, then you can send an SMS automatically using this. So you're going to say start the conversation with leads first name, which is, and then user first name. How do you get user first name? You go here, you go to user, and you click first name. Simple. Now, what does temperature mean? You may be asking me. 0.9 is what I go for. So it says, please enter a valid value. The two nearest valid values are 0 and 1. The reason we go for 0.9 is because it will make the output more sort of random, while 0.2 and like the lower end will make it more focused and deterministic. We are going for a casual, humorous response that isn't or doesn't look like AI as much, because that's what we want, right? We don't want it to look like AI, which would be also bad. We want like it to look like an actual person. Next, we've got SMS. So essentially, this is going to send the SMS to all the leads. For example, right, we're going to put a ChatGPT response. So the response you get from ChatGPT is going to send as an SMS. So literally, ChatGPT and AI is creating this this SMS is going to be sent out to all the leads who have signed up for the clothing drop e-commerce launch. For example, this is just an example. You can literally use this for whatever niche or whatever service you provide, if you're doing AI appointment setting and stuff. But that's just how you do it. And yeah, you can even test it. So if you put your phone number here, you can literally test your like what this will look like. So you can get a rough idea of what the message is going to send. But I do recommend doing this because obviously you want it to make sure that it's good. And then, right, we've got wait for reply. So you can, once again, change the time. So you would put, and if you want to know how to get this, you essentially go here, and you would go wait, click it. Time delay, you can put contact replied, so wait for reply. Put SMS, so you're waiting reply to SMS, the SMS you just sent. And once you've done that right, you can actually change how long you want the SMS to, or how long you want to wait before the next step is sent. So I recommend like at least 12 hours probably. That would be ideal. Let me see what I've put. I put 10 hours, but I recommend 12 hours or 24 hours or 2 days even, so 48 hours. And then you're going to add a condition. To do that, you're going to go here and you're going to click if else. Now, once you've done this, you're going to do if customer, so what I told you about 5 minutes ago, you're going to do the same thing, right? So if customer replied equals true, go here, contact replied, true, add another one, you can just do that, and go here, and put false, go here, go da-da-da, so contact replied, false, and then click save action. You'll get this. Now this is very powerful. So for example, right, let's go here first. So let's go for if customer replied equals true. It's going to send a prompt to ChatGPT and AI to get a response. And this is going to be the second one you're going to do. So you're going to go here and you're going to click ChatGPT and you're going to go here and you're going to click, go down here, ChatGPT, and then you're going to go here and you're going to do response. So now it's doing the response to essentially this one. And once again, change it to 0.9. You can play around with this. Like, that's probably the best part about this whole thing. You can literally send it to yourself to see the sort of the tonality and the humor or comedy or whatever tonality you want your AI to have. And then what it's going to do is it's going to wait. So I've put wait 45 minutes. Obviously, you can do longer than that. Go here, you click wait. You get the idea. Put as long as you want. Change this to hours, minutes, days. Now, once you wait and you've got an SMS, you can insert the copy you want here. I haven't written anything out for this one, but you can get creative and put what you want. I'm just showing you like an overview of how to do this. Obviously, everyone watching this from YouTube is in different niches, provide different services, so you can just put what you want or what SMS you want for if the customer responds to this initial thingy. So ideally, it would be like something like sending them to the launch or telling them like to buy clothing or whatever from the store. So you would put maybe a custom value and you would put like the calendar or whatever website they are, essentially. But likewise, if you're doing this for like online fitness coaches like me, I would be doing this to their calendar. So I would be booking their old leads in through this, essentially like an SMS. And what I'm going over next in the next like 5 to 20 minutes is going to be a database reactivation, and that is going to be insane. So keep watching to get superior service delivery. Next, go to. Now, once again, type here. Oh, hang on. Let me think how I did that. It would be, I'm trying to think, it's been a long time since, oh yeah, here, go to. I don't know why I didn't do that. So you click go to and you click save, right? So I can't do it again, but you'd essentially, once that's done, you would then click up here, if that makes sense. And what happens if customer replied equals false? So, i.e. the SMS you sent to the leads, what happens if they didn't respond? You'd wait. How long? 10 hours I put. Once again, you can change that. And you'd go here. You would essentially copy the same thing you did for up here, right? So you'd copy this one. But then instead of putting this, you would tell ChatGPT that, but the lead has not replied yet, but please send a short, kind follow-up message using less than 14 words to get a response. Set temperature to 0.9, and boom, you're getting AI to do all the work for you. And the best part is once you set this up, it may look confusing, but once you do it, it's like so easy. yeah. So next, once again, you're going to add a condition. So if else, this one, if else, and we're going to do the same thing, similar thing to what we did here. So if the customer replies to this one, it's going to go to this one, if that makes sense. And then literally, because that's like the warm SMS, right? Whereas if they didn't respond, it's going to go back up here until they did respond. So it's like a dungeon, essentially. Like either they're going to either do what your client wants, or they're just going to like block you, essentially. But hopefully they don't do that and they book in. And the best part, right, is that not only is this saving you time, so you don't actually have to manually like do this yourself. That would be an absolute nightmare. But it also removes emotion. So this can run on autopilot. And what's getting even more crazy nowadays is there's even voice cloning. So what you can do is you can actually create like a voice clone that would send your lead a personalized voice message that they can download via SMS telling them XYZ. So for example, you'd insert a variable or insert like their first name, and it would speak in a voice of, it could be a female voice, it could be a male voice, it could be your voice, that just clones it and sends it. And that's really powerful. And I might make a video on that in the future. So subscribe and turn notifications on, like, because a lot of you guys aren't subscribed. So please like the video if you've come this far, and just subscribe for the value I'm giving you. And if you need HighLevel, obviously use my link if you want it. It helps me in the channel, and I can also give you one-to-one like coaching on Instagram if you just message me and tell me you're using my link. Now, this is all cool, right? But we're just getting started. Like, we're literally just getting started. So I don't really care. Let me get out of that, and let's go to the next one if it loads. Okay, here we are. Now, database reactivation. This is probably my favorite thing to do. It doesn't matter what service or niche you are in, please use this. And ideally, we are going to use this in the first week. So the client pays you. What is one tip or trick or secret sauce that I can give you that you can implement to get your clients a 2, 3, 4 times return on investment from what they paid you in the literal first week? This is it. So it's a database reactivation. What does this mean? Whatever business you're working with, in the past, they're going to have a lead list. Old leads that maybe have bought from them in the past, but are inactive now. And typically this list will range from 1,000 to 5,000 old leads that they have. Now, what we can do in the first week of working with your client, and once again, it doesn't matter what service you're providing, because we're going to include this in the package to bump up the value, which means that we can charge more for your service. So, for example, right, this is a dentist thing. So, what we have here is a free teeth whitening offer. So, you're going to upload their lead list, right, to HighLevel, and put hi, contact first name. I've got 10 free teeth whitening vouchers here on my desk. Would you be interested in one? Once again, this is a example. Use your creativity. If you work with real estate, find something free that their leads want. If you're working with personal trainers, find something free, like a free training plan that you can give them, a free training video. Like, whatever niche you're in, you can do this. And essentially, right, the call to action is literally nothing. We're relying on reciprocity. We're relying on that they just want some free teeth whitening vouchers. Who doesn't? And what it's going to do is it's going to get them to respond automatically. They're the leads, right? And then you can start warming them up and get them interested in booking them in with your client. So we're exchanging, it's a value proposition, right? We are giving them something for free in exchange to speak with them and start more conversations, because anyone in business knows that the more conversations you have in a day, the more money you're probably going to make. Same with whatever whatever service you're providing. So that's what you do. You're going to wait until reply. So just like we did for last time, go here, click wait. There you go. Once again, you can change this to 10 hours or if you want more time, 48 hours or whatever you want. So did they reply within an hour? You can change this to whatever time you want. Yes, so similar to the last one, we've got a yes or no. Oh, didn't mean to do that. What have I done? So if they did respond, you can go here. So what's the reply positively, once again using AI. Yes, cool. Positive reply, next steps, send them an SMS, get them booked in with your client. Was it not a positive response? Send them an SMS. No worries, they can continue with their day. But if it was, you could send, great, I've got another voucher with your name on to redeem it. Click here, and it's going to be the free thing. Now, if they didn't respond, you go here, click second attempt. Hey, first name, just checking back to see if you'd be interested in a free teeth whitening voucher. Should I put one aside for you? Wait for reply. Once again, we've got an if or else or condition. Yes, it's going to say the same thing. No, it's going to send no worries. So that's essentially how it works. Really simple. This isn't just for dentists. Once again, you can do whatever you want, whatever niche you're in. That's how you do it. In the contact tab, you can essentially do that here. And if you're wondering how do you actually create a workflow in the first place, you go here, right? And you go to create workflow. And by the way, there's templates. So to make it easy, you can put in like these templates, but like you could just start from scratch, and it's really easy to set up once you know what you're doing. It's just the first one that's a bit difficult, but after you've done that, it's like really easy. So go back, and essentially that is pretty much, obviously we've got a similar list reactivation here, similar to the database reactivation. That's how you do it. But yeah, I recommend doing that in the first week, and that's essentially how you can deliver an amazing result. So now I've shown you that, right? And we've built an AI assistant bot using GoHighLevel. That was before the database reactivation. Now we're going to be building an AI automation bot on Botpress. Live example, one of my friends who's in the program of Agency Start, that is my one-to-one coaching program, where I essentially build you an offer. I give you pretty much everything you need to succeed in an agency and my systems for booking 200 meetings a month. That'll be in the description if you want help with your agency. Book a call, see if I can help. No worries if not. But yeah, he's going to be walking you through how to actually build it's a workflow. I think he's in the real estate niche, so he's going to be telling you how to build an AI automation bot on Botpress for real estate agents. And yeah, I'll hand you over to him.
This is a real estate one, so you could say like say the real estate agent's name is John. I'm John's personal assistant. How can I help you? Something like that. Right, so it goes greeting, I'm your personal helper, and then it goes straight into the question. What did you need help with? I want to schedule a meeting. I found a home I'm interested in. I have a question. Those are the three. You could add more. You could say, I don't even know, depending on your niche, I guess. You could do 5 different ones, 6 different ones, or you can just have 3, 4, whatever it is. So I want to schedule a meeting. This workflow, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do this. So there's the little dots here. You do standard node. That's how you create this. In this case, this is the meeting one. So I'll just name it meeting 2, because I don't know if you could name them the same thing. And then add a card. Once you add a card, you have all these different messages here. So you could do text. As you can see in this one, it's single choice, which means it's only one. You could only choose one option. It doesn't mean there's only one option. It means you could choose one option. So multiple choice is you could choose multiple different options at once. So single choice. So you could only choose one at a time. Boom, you click this one, it brings you over here, right? And then here I have straight up, here's my Calendly link you could schedule a meeting with. If there was a different way to schedule a meeting, say you had to call, then you could say call this number to schedule your meeting, So I'm actually going to delete this node, but that's how you do it. You just drag standard node. That's how you create one. In this case, it's already made, so I'm connecting it over here. Boom, and then that's the end of this workflow. Also, you'll see how you could loop it back, but we'll get into that. I found a home I'm interested in. This is another one. You do the same thing, create a node, found a home. So here I have send a message. Great, I just need to take some information down. You get, what's your full name? Boom. And then this one is, I will show you, this is the transition card, which means that's the one you use to go to the next one. So to add it, you go add, you go expression, and then you just type always. And then you take it and then you put it to the next one. That's how you do that, because that means always. And as you can see, it says true, always true, which means after the first two messages, after the great, I just need to take some information, full name. After it goes to those two, you answer it, boom, it goes right to the next one, which is always, and then it brings you to this flow, or this node, I guess. See, as you can see, phone, what's your phone number? This is raw input. Oh no, this is phone number. So they have different things, as you can see here. These are all capture information. So you have phone number here. You have email address. You have full address. I think you have full name somewhere. I might just not be seeing it. But if there's one that you need to collect, say, let's say it's what's your favorite car or something, you could just do raw input, drag that in there. You say what's your favorite car, and then you save it. You create a variable, so you could do like fave car, and then you just save it like that. We're not going to be doing that, so, but that's how that works. So then you do the phone number. Once you answer it, it goes to the always true, goes to the next workflow, goes to the next node. Address, always true. Next one, great. The agent will get in contact with you soon. Is there any other question? And then always goes to this one. Is there any other questions that you have? Is there anything else I could help you with? Yes, no. This is one of the single choices. So if you click yes, as you can see, it goes all the way back to this one. If it goes no, then it goes to the goodbye. I'm glad I could help. Goodbye. Always true. Back to the end. And now this is the last one we have, is I have a question. So again, it goes to the next node. If you click it to this node, the AI question, the raw input. What would you like to know? This I have as it's like a main menu thing. So if you want to go back to the main menu, then you just type home or main menu, and it'll bring you back. It's not really something you need to do. It's something you could do. I have it only on this one. So, you know, if they do type main menu or any of that, it goes straight back to this part. Again, not necessary. So then always true goes to the next one. This is the AI. So this is one way to do it. I want to say there's a ton of different ways to make AI chatbots. You could use knowledge bases. You could use AI to answer the questions. This one uses AI. So these are the instructions that you give them. You're a helpful assistant for a real estate agent. Use the information below to help you answer the question. You could also add a knowledge base, which if that was the case, this is what you would do. You would enable knowledge answering, and you would go here, add knowledge base. And then you could do either a website, you could do documents, you could do plain text. So you could do like a PDF document or something like that. You could just type plain text, or you could add links, which then it would use that whole website as knowledge. For this one, I didn't do it, but that is another thing you could do. And then you just, like I said, you enable the knowledge answering here, and then it uses the knowledge base, and you could also use the AI task. So in this one, it's just the information below. So here's some information. The real estate agent's name is John. He takes calls 9 to 5, Monday to Saturday. He also takes calls Sunday. John can't meet in person on the weekends. He can only take phone calls on the weekends. You could also add like his walk-in office hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. You could add, maybe he works mostly with investors, like any information you have. So then when you go there and you ask, do you work with investors? It'll say, yes, he mostly works with investors, or no, he doesn't usually work with investors, but he has. Like whatever information you need to add, you add there. That's the thing. You need to train your AI chatbot to actually know the answers. They're not just going to know things. Main phone, emergency phone. These are just random numbers. But this number is for emergencies only. And then this uses the user question is what it is what this like little coding thing is. And then this one uses the chat history. I'm not a coder, but in my learning of AI, I saw a chatbot use that, so I copied. I think it was from Liam Otley. So check him out, Liam Otley. He has a template, and he has like a whole tutorial on creating a chatbot. And then you store the result in question answer. This part is very important. So it goes here, right? Now you're on this one, and it has this. You have to answer. You have to type raw input. Or no, this one. So it'll store the result of whatever you type as question answer. So that's the variable. Question answer is your question. Or no, question answer is the answer. So here you put in the question. Here the AI creates the answer, saves the answer as question answer. But then you need to display that. It's not just going to answer it. So then you create this one. And then you use a text, add card, text, and you just input the variable at question answer, which is again right here. So it saves the variable. Say the answer is you say, what's the agent's name? The AI says the agent's name is John. Saves that answer as question answer, and then goes to this next one and displays question answer. And then goes straight to the next one again, and then says, do you have another question? And then if you say yes again, it goes straight up back to this question. What would you like to know? Now we're going to demonstrate. I'm R2D2, your personal helper. What did you need help with, right? It goes right here. Boom. This is where we're at. I'll say, I have a question. What would you like to know? I don't know why it says error occurred there. I don't really know what that means, but it's working. So I have a question. What would you like to know? So now you're at this point. Now I'm gonna give it the raw input right here. I'm gonna say what's the agent's, I can't type right now. What's the agent's name? Now it goes to the AI. It gets the agent's name. The agent's name is John, and then it goes here. And then it says John, and then it goes here, and it says, do you have another question? Yes. What would you like to know? And then it loops back over here. No. Here. What would you like to know? I'll say, when can I call John? John can be called from 9 to 5, Monday to Saturday. On Sundays, he can be reached from 9 a.m. See, so that AI has all that information, so he's able to tell you that information. If I said, what's John's favorite food, I might just have an error, honestly. I don't know if I added. I'm sorry, but I don't have that information about John's favorite food. Yeah, actually I did. So on the bottom here, do I have it? No, I don't. Alright, well, the bottom here should have, if you don't, luckily it does it automatically, but if, I forgot to add this, if you don't know the answer to a question, reply with I don't know the answer to that question. Boom. And then you could reiterate it and say reply with those words exactly when you don't know the answer. And now if we do it again, do you have another question? Yes. What would you like to know? What's John's favorite food? It's going to say, I don't know the answer to that question exactly. And then you say no. Is there anything else I could help you with? So in this one I have it loops back here. What's your question? Or do you have another question? If you say no, then it loops back here. Alright, so what would you like to know? No, sorry, I messed it up. Here, it says, do you have another question? If you say no, it loops back here. Is there anything else I could help you with? And then if you say, if you're thinking like at the beginning it said, let me just check this. It said, I want to schedule a meeting. So say, no, I don't have another question, but I do want to schedule a meeting. So I'll say, no, I don't have another question. Is there anything else I can help you with? Yes, I want to schedule a meeting. And then it loops back to here. And then if we go to, I want to schedule a meeting, here's my calendar link. And then you could also take this one, loop it back to, is there anything else I can help you with? All you have to do is expression, always, and then you just take this, you loop it back there. So let's go. Hi, I want to schedule a meeting. Here's my Calendly link you can use to schedule a meeting. Is there anything else I could help you with? Yes. And then it loops back. I found a home I'm interested in. Full name, Jared. Phone number, 123. Why is this in the way? Anyway. Address, 50. Alright, and then you could also like connect this part to Zapier where it'll create a spreadsheet. So that is the AI chatbot. This needs to get out of the way. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, for complete beginners, this should be very helpful. I wanted to make this video a little shorter, got kind of long, but it's fine. So, thank you for tuning in, and go check out my channel and my other videos. Like the video.
Okay, that sums up the video. I just want to say, if you have made it to this stage of the video, then well done, because you've actually got a good attention span, and that will obviously help you scale your business. But now, how to actually get my support for completely free. So essentially in the first link in the description, or the link below that, it will be the 14-day free trial. And once you do that for HighLevel, so you can ultimately elevate your service delivery, I use it. It's a must. Like, I cannot basically tell you how good it is. What you're going to do is, once you've done that, you can message me on Instagram, just send a screenshot that you've used the link or whatever, and we can literally voice note back and forth, so I can give you as much support as possible on Instagram, to essentially, once again, even give you better coaching for your service delivery for completely free. But yeah, hopefully that helps, and this video has been a pleasure to make. I think it's around 50 minutes long, so it's a long one, but yeah, if you need to rewatch it on the GoHighLevel or the Botpress by Jared, then go for it. Like, leave a like if you have got to this stage, and just comment something cool or what videos you want next on the channel. So I'll be reading the comments. And yeah, hopefully this helped, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and have an amazing day.